All right, everybody, we're back. I'm gonna kind of just chill for a second and let everybody to get a chance to get in here before I start talking again, or at least before I start talking about um, chart stuff. It looks like everything is good on my end, so hopefully everything's nice and smooth now. Sorry about that. My bad. I need to start restarting my internet more often. I wish I had like the ability to excuse me, set it to like automatically restart whatever 3 o'clock in the morning. On one of my old routers I could do that, and it was nice because I would just have it automatically restart like once a week and everything would be cherry. Alrighty, so let's get back into it. The last thing that I was saying is, when I look at these trim levels, it's not just like haphazard, like random, whatever. So hopefully you guys are seeing, like, I look to the left. I'm looking at this candle right here, this wick. And you can see like my take profit is pretty much right where that wick is. Because as long as we're below that wick, it's going to act as resistance. And if we're above it, this level is going to act as support. Like it's no mistake. Like when I can give levels like this, that like here it's acting as support. We get below it, this acts as resistance, so on and so forth. Like it's not an accident. Resistance here, we're on kind of a bigger time frame, so it's probably harder to see, but support again here. So all of this support, you know, um, resistance here, support here, so on and so forth. Support. So it's not an accident, right? Shoot, what stock were we on? Oops. It's cat, right? I'm trying to lose our trade. And then actually, like, even more importantly, like we look at this one here, you can see these wicks, right? So this trim level, there's these wicks here, there's a wick here, a wick here, a wick here, a wick here, like a bunch, right? So I'm always looking left and finding support turn resistance and using those for trim levels along with my volume profile, which is going to bring us to like our last trim on this play. We want to get out into strength. And so with that said, actually, this is not going to be our last trim. Wait, I think I'm messing this up. I am. So this is, sorry. So if they don't give us this, you grab calls when we break above this level. And then this is going to be your first trim. If they give you this is your first trim. This will be your second trim. And for now, this is our second trim. Or if they give us that bounce, it would be your third. And then we're targeting like 390. And I would actually go a little bit shy of it. So I would close right here. Let's just say 390, or sorry, 389.90. And we're probably going to need one more trim between that, which is going to be right here. I kind of almost don't even need to look, but I'm just making sure that I'm good. And then this is just my analness of these lines needing to line up with each other. Otherwise, it starts driving me nuts. Yeah, I can almost spell. Okay. Um, this is going to be a swing. It's going to take a couple days to play out. Um, yeah, I would get contracts a week out. So cat. Sorry, I'm just putting everything into my. I'm going to just start at this level, basically, assuming that we don't pull down to here. But I'm going to put this as our entry. If it comes down to here, I'm going to change it in my journal thing just because if we do get this entry, we're going to be using this as our first trim. We've already laid everything out. So I'm not changing it for the purpose of like, trying to make things look better than they are. But just assuming that we're not going to get this, we'll use our entry here. And this is our first trim just on the journal part. So entry, we're looking for 384.33. First trim, 385.45. Calls, swing trade. And this is going to be for 11.19.24. Right? Oh, and I have something cool I need to share with you guys. Let me drop this in the Discord really quick. I don't know how much of it, or I don't know if it'll let me upload it because it's probably too big. I'm going to put this in Keenan's calls and puts, and then I'll put it into Shorty's main chat as well. And if you're not in Shorty's main chat, y'all sleeping. It's too big. It won't let me upload it. That's BS, man. Oh, well. It was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know Bulls on Parade. There's a part where like there's mumble rap, and my son's band did it today, and he was singing the whole mumble rap part, and it sounded really cool. Had to be there. But it was just a practice session too, so it wasn't like perfect, but it was still really cool. All right, so that's cat. Let's move along. And now you guys know what I do every day for you guys. We're only on C, and I go all the way to Z. Nothing there. CRM already faded us, but there still might be. See, this is like Apple. Oh no, it's already kind of bouncing. Never mind, we missed it. It's already up like 5 points. I'm not even interested. Like I said, I end up invalidating things a lot very quickly. There's no translation from ES to SPY. If you want to trade SPY off of ES charts, you can. And if you want to trade ES off of SPY charts, you can. But you can't say like subtract whatever 5,256 from ES and you have SPY's values, at least not that I know of. But you can literally trade SPY right off of ES's chart. And if you want to be like super smart, just trade futures, just trade ES and stop trading SPY. There's every reason to do that and every reason to not trade options. This is a bummer. I'm dropping frames again, so it might be more than something I can just fix by restarting. It might be that I have too much software running. Like I don't normally have these charts open. Actually, let me try. Oh no, I can't close this. I was like, let me close this chart, but I need it. Anyway, hopefully it's not bad, and we'll just try to get through this quickly. I apologize. Mm. I'm actually going to start going a lot faster because I'm not happy about the frames dropping, which just means I'm going to talk less. Um, but I want to just get through this. Oh, FSLR is good. Sometimes. Nope. Nah, it's not my PC. I don't think. I don't know. It could have to do with whatever is going on in the Baltic Sea. Who knows? My computer's actually super beasty. But I mean, I could lie to my wife and tell her I need a new one. It wouldn't work for the stream, babe. I have to buy a new computer. I'm like full of crap because if I told my wife I need a new computer, she'd be like, oh, sure, whatever. Do what you need to do. I don't have to try to con her and bribe her. Yeah, but I'm just going to fly through this. Oh, and then somebody asked about PFE. Like, I don't. You were talking about the earnings and all that stuff, and I don't really follow. Like, I couldn't give you like a clear answer. Sorry. This might be worth looking at. Yeah, they might need to go lower first. Yeah, they need to come down to like 16, and you look for a bounce on Mara. 16.15 to be precise. Let's peek at it though. Well, if you can chart SPY, you can chart ES, and if you can chart ES, you can chart SPY. It's literally the same thing. At least using the stuff that I use for charting. Yeah. This is kind of like where you want to be watching for a bounce, I guess. Here. All right, on to the next. Like I said, I have a tendency to invalidate more things than I'll. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if cat is the only thing that I find that I think is worth playing tomorrow. Spy and cat. MS, really just not my favorite to trade. The spreads are generally pretty shite, but I still look at it just in case. Yeah. Every time I see net, it kind of like brings back the strangest memory for me. I'll show you guys because it's pretty wild. If you go to net and go to 1 day and then zoom out. This is probably the biggest bear flag I've ever seen in my life. Where this and well, this is also good for me to show you, Oliver, but this is kind of our flag here. And then this whole thing is our flagpole, right? I don't think I've shown you this, Oliver. But so me and Oliver were talking about measured moves yesterday on where you have like an area of a consolidation like this. If you draw a box from the top to bottom, the move from the top to the bottom when you break out is your measured move to the upside, or if you break out below would be your measured move to the downside. So like the width of the box. is how far you'll generally go down or how far you'll generally go up when you leave that box. With a bear flag like this, you draw fibs from the flagpole to the top. And then your first price target is going to be the 272 level. And look at this. Right? So, and me and Oliver were also talking about this last night. Most retail traders would be buying here, right? Shorty teaches buy up here. Okay. So every time I see net, I don't know, that always pops in my head because this was the largest bear flag I've ever seen in my life, and I love that it hit the price target. It's pretty cool. It hit the measured move like it was supposed to. Anyway, back off my soapbox once again. Moving right along. Not looking great for finding more setups, but there's still a chance. Nope. And then somebody will hop in. What about NVIDIA? Yeah, I already looked. I promise you guys I looked. Pan W could be pretty cool. They make some big moves. The spreads, though, on Pan W sucks, but the amount of money that you can make makes it worth the spreads worthwhile. PDD, I don't really look at. Procter Gamble, we can peek at it, but generally it's not one of the better moving stocks. PayPal. That's another one I get requests for a lot is PayPal, and I'm like, yeah, I looked at it. Nada. Maybe with my internet, I'll go reset the main box out in my garage. I have like fiber. So I have a box in my garage, and then I have a router. Well, I have like actually 4 routers in my house, but I restarted all 4 of the routers. I generally don't have to restart the box in my garage like maybe once a year, but maybe it's time again. Or maybe this is something going on with whatever happened in the Baltic Sea. I don't know. Who knows? It looks like shop can go, but I don't like it when I get a full send and then they come back and retest, and I'm good. Like, I'm looking for strong reactions from levels, so probably not going to be looking at too many more of these. Yeah. Good. I missed too much of that. We could look at SPX. Love SPX. Well, we already looked at this. We're still, I mean, ultimately we're coming up here. 60-10-ish. But that's going to take a while. I do look at SPY, but a lot of times there's not really... You can find full sends during the daytime. Like if you're watching it like these, you could have caught... but very rare for me to see it when it happens to be at the top or the bottom. Okay, this just froze, it looked like. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, it might be this. This uses a ton of data that's causing my internet issues. So I guess this is the last time we're going to do this live. But worst case, we got through it. And you guys got to see my process. These smaller time frames don't really like carry enough weight for me to call out plays on them because The move itself is going to be smaller. Yeah, sorry guys. All right, I'm going to call it there. Probably as soon as I turn off this chart, things will be better. Let's go USC. Do you work at USC or something? USC Witch Doctor? Because I work at USC Arcadia, so that's kind of. BLC, I think switching to ES futures would be the better move. SPX can be wild, and if you think you can trade it, go for it. But she will take your money if you're not spot on with your plays. So you better know what you're doing. You can absolutely trade SPX. It's essentially SPY. It's essentially the S&P 500, but it moves fast and the contracts are very expensive. And basically, I mean, you can just make a lot of money quickly or you can lose a lot of money quickly. So that's what's up. Hopefully, oh yeah, I'm still skipping frames. Yeah, well, I'm okay. It's more than just losing value on your contracts. No, I'm not a teacher. I work at USC Arcadia, which is a hospital. Um, I mean, I always kind of fall into a teaching role, and I'll leave it up to you guys, but I generally get feedback that I'm a very good teacher. And so I'm a respiratory therapist, and at the hospital that I work at, I generally end up in a teaching role. Like when we hire new people, they'll generally have me teach them the ropes or whatever. And I just have a way of breaking things down to like more basic ideas, and then try to make them things that are attainable and understandable for people. So I do have a good ability to teach, but teachers are underpaid. So I couldn't do that. Much respect for teachers, but yeah, I work as a respiratory therapist and a day trader Monday through Friday. Yeah, futures are where it's at, BLC. And if you look back on my live videos, there's a video called Futures Explained, which might help you if you need some help understanding futures. Oh, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. Let's go. You played at Spy and Apple today. That's dope. Oh, thank you, BLC. All right. Well, I'm going to go meet up with Oliver now. He's the smartest man in the room. And then we will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Tuesdays are always a pretty busy day for me, so I will do my best to get a video out before it gets too late. I'll probably do it like earlier in the afternoon and just crank out a video really quick for you guys. With that said, to all the people that subscribe, thank you for the love and support. To all the people that chat in the live videos, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and the love. Friends of the stream, of course, always thank you guys so much. If you're new to the stream and you enjoyed it and you feel like it's valuable and helpful, please hit the subscribe button, as that just helps us grow and get out to more people, which is really the goal of the channel, is to try to help as many people as possible. Oh, nice. CT Tech. Yeah. I was going to say something, but I'm going to behave. Yeah, I'm going to behave. I'll be good. I don't have anything against CT Techs when I say that, but there's like an inside joke at the hospital I work at, just because of how messed up our system is where I work, but it has nothing against CT people. Actually, you might appreciate this, Sarah, because like since I'm an RT, I always have to bring the critical patients on life support, on the vents over to CT, and get them hooked up and whatever and drag them over. And so there's one guy in CT that works night shift, and every morning, whatever, 5:30 in the morning, I'm rolling a patient in. And so I call the CT tech my